Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Well, when she was mayor of LaPorte, she was credited with attracting some $260 million in investment and 1,100 jobs to her Northwest Indiana city. Now, Blair Milo has been given the tall task of attracting and developing talent, lots of it, throughout the state of Indiana. Governor Holcomb recently naming Milo to the new cabinet-level position of Secretary of Career Connections and Talent. And we're pleased that just 3 weeks into her new job, Blair Milo joins us now in studio. Welcome, as always, to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
We talk a lot on this show. People around the state talk about talent, the need to attract and keep talent. In your view, Blair, how serious, how big an issue is this talent issue for the state?
This is a premier challenge for us, that as Indiana has done a tremendous job of growing our business attractiveness, that there are numerous accolades that the state has received, being number 5 in the country for business attractiveness, number 1 in the Midwest, recently being named number 1 in state government overall, that as we have grown these opportunities for businesses to grow or relocate here, then we're now wanting to ensure that we're matching people up with those opportunities. And while I loved being mayor of LaPorte, then this was what I saw as our chief challenge at the city and for many other cities across the state to ensure that we were growing.
You were, by all accounts, very successful as mayor. Why take this role on at the state level?
Well, this, as I just mentioned, has been a premier challenge for the city of LaPorte. And as I talked with mayors across the state, that it was a common theme that as we were seeing more and more opportunities to grow business in our cities and towns, then ensuring that our people had the skill sets and the knowledge of these different kinds of opportunities coming forward was a primary challenge.
In terms of the key part of the challenge, lots of effort into this workforce and talent attraction piece, but a lot of efforts, a lot of people think that everybody's not on the same page. How do you do that? How do you bring all of these different entities together to kind of, again, be on that same page?
Sure, and that was something that we were working on from a city standpoint, of that we have a lot of really passionate, talented people that are engaged in this concept, this mission area, but because of, I think, the recognition of how important this is, then you have so many people doing different things that they didn't always communicate. And so the opportunity now, I think, is that the Department of Workforce Development has done a tremendous job of gathering a lot of data about where the jobs are, what types of skill sets are needed. And for us to then take that to the next level is to match that up with who all is doing what where and ensure that we're all communicating with one another.
This next level jobs initiative that you were part of rolling out a couple of weeks ago with the governor, $20 million, it really does focus on these key sectors: life sciences, distribution, logistics, and the jobs that are going to be in demand in those sectors. Talk about reaction so far. I know it's getting a lot of attention.
It's been fantastic to see the numbers come in that I brought with me today to update that in just 2.5 weeks that we've rolled this out, that we've had over 31,000 visits to nextleveljobs.org, which is the website, that we've had 16,800 applications started or in process, 4,300 completed applications, and that's just for the Workforce Ready grants. That's for an individual person to be able to receive a certification in one of the 5 high demand areas that you mentioned a little bit of: health and life sciences, IT and business, advanced manufacturing, transportation, distribution, logistics, and building and construction trades. There's another side of that that's the employer training grant, where an employer is able to receive up to $2,500 per new employee that they hire and train up in any type of capacity in those 5 high demand areas, and they can receive up to $25,000 reimbursement per employer.
Yeah, only have about 30 seconds, but this is a tall task. What's going to be key in your view, especially as you look at areas like populated areas versus rural areas, a lot of different demands? What's going to be key to being a success?
Engaging all of our partners and ensuring that we are communicating across the board, utilizing the data that is already being collected by DWD, growing some of that information and tailoring it to what the community needs are specifically.
All right, Blair Milo, the new Secretary of Career Connections and Talent for the state of Indiana. Thanks for joining us. I know we'll have you on a number of times in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Always good to be here.
All right.